everyone, and welcome to another episode of From Can to Pan. Once again, I've got great recipes for you using convenient and healthy canned fruit. Today we're talking easy to make side dishes. A great accompaniment to a cold meat, cheese and salad platter is curried pears. And if you're having problems getting your kids to eat their veggies, I promise that the gem squash with apricot glaze will have them coming back for seconds. Let's start with the curried pears. For this recipe, you're going to need 2 to 3 onions, and you need to chop these into rings. When you've done that, you're going to take your vinegar, put it into a pot. Whilst it's nice and sizzling, add your onions. And now you need to add your curry powder and some turmeric, as well as a bit of salt. Should be enough, and you stir. It's looking a bit dry, so to bring it to a boil, I'm going to add a bit of water. And once you hear that sound and see some bubbles, that's what you need. I'm going to get my pear halves and put those inside as well as 100 grams of sugar. And now you need to stir until that sugar is dissolved in your mixture. My sugar is dissolved and my mixture's come to a boil, so I'm going to take it off the heat and start with my corn flour preparation. The thing with the corn flour is that you mustn't have any lumps, so make sure that you mix it properly and it's nice and smooth. There we go. Now I'm going to add these curried pears and put my pot back onto the heat. The trick now is not to stop stirring as the mixture returns to the boil. And there you see it all starts getting nice and thick. Right, it looks about ready. What I'm going to do now is take it off the heat, let it cool for a while, put it into a container and let it chill in the fridge. The great thing about curried pears is that you can prepare them in advance, and when you're ready to serve your cold meat platter, just take them out of the fridge. For the gem squash and apricot recipe, you're going to need gem squash. You cut these in half and spoon out the seeds like this. You're going to then boil the gem squash. You can either boil them in the microwave or on the stove, whichever you prefer. For the fruit mixture, you're going to need 4 to 5 slices of canned apricot, 5 slices of canned pineapple, a 1/4 cup of apricot juice, 2 tablespoons of honey, and some nutmeg. Grab a bowl and combine 4 to 5 slices of canned apricots and 5 slices of canned pineapple with a 1/4 cup of apricot juice or nectar. Then we add 2 tablespoons of honey and a pinch of nutmeg. The gem seems to be done. Now I'm going to put a bit of butter into each one. It's going to melt quite nicely. Then we're going to scoop some of this fruit mixture into each of these gems. Okay. And now I'm going to put this back into the microwave for a further 4 to 5 minutes until the fruit is piping hot. Ooh, oh wow, these look really good. Put them out in my serving dish. I'm going to sprinkle a bit of nutmeg. We're ready to serve. Let's take another quick look at today's recipes and what you're going to need to make them. You're going to need 2 to 3 onions, and you need to chop these into rings. You're going to then take your vinegar, put it into a pot, add your onions, add your curry powder and some turmeric, as well as a bit of salt. Next, we add the canned pears with the juice, as well as 100 grams of sugar. Boil them gently until the sugar dissolves, and then remove the pot from the heat. Mix the corn flour with a little water until it forms a thick paste. Add this to the pear mixture and return to the heat. Let it boil for a few more minutes to cook the corn flour through, and then take it off the stove. Once it's cooled down, place it into a container and chill it in the fridge. While the squash are cooking, grab a bowl and combine 4 to 5 slices of canned apricots and 5 slices of canned pineapple with a 1/4 cup of apricot juice or nectar. Then we add 2 tablespoons of honey and a pinch of nutmeg. When the gems are done, add a bit of butter to each one, then spoon the fruit mixture into the centers of the jam. Pop into the microwave for about 4 to 5 minutes until the fruit is piping hot. Well, that's all we have time for today. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me and I've inspired you to create delicious dishes using canned fruit. Until next time, bye!